Okay, good morning. What's up, everybody, and anybody who's joining in, watching this episode of Rounding Off Infinity. This is another entry in my gaming diary, and it's a bit of a science experiment today. I'm trying to figure out a means to effectively stream mobile games. Now, you know, streaming mobile games can be pretty easy if the device that you're on accommodates a video output. This is my Samsung Galaxy S4, which does not accommodate a video output. So I'm actually capturing the video using my Panasonic HDC-HS80, which is my camcorder. And this morning I'm going to be playing a little bit of Asphalt 8. So I went through most of the setup for this last night. Like I said, it's pretty insane. I've got audio split out all over the place. To take it out of the Galaxy S4, split it, send it over to the headphone jack of my Logitech G330s, which is the headset that I'm on. I'm using the microphone output of the G330, taking that into my Xenix 302 USB audio input breakout box. Otherwise, audio and video are going into the Elgato HD60, and then I'm using the Logitech C920 as my webcam. So, right now where I am in this campaign is I'm just having to kind of grind through some of these races because I haven't unlocked some of the higher level ups that I need in order to buy new cars at this tier. So and I'm not really interested in buying car packs and whatnot at this point. So hopefully the game audio is coming out okay. It's hard for me to tell. I know that I have a problem with the jack here and conduction, making sure that I hit all the right conductors with the pin. Excuse me. I also apologize. I've got a bit of a cold and allergies and stuff going on, but with my hands occupied being on the S4. Yeah, excuse me. So my biggest problem in recording this is trying to, just trying to play the game halfway decently. What is going on? Maybe I errantly hit the pause button. Just trying to keep the device on the camera screen. Now my Galaxy S4, I use kind of as a poor man's iPod Touch. What the heck? Yeah, I think it's this thing's advertisement. So, you know, this game used to be fairly reasonable in how it handled being a free-to-play game, but I've noticed since this device got the update, it's gotten really ridiculous about how the advertisements come through. And this is just not the easiest mental space for me to get into. Is yeah, because I've got the game here. I'm actually looking at it on the phone, and then I've got the game on the camcorder's. What the hell? It can't possibly be popping up the advertisement that frequently. I've definitely missed a major jump somewhere here. So the other thing that's making this problematic for this morning's recording session is, I tried to connect my Moga Pro controller last night. Not working, not compatible with this game anymore. And I knew the Moga Pro was getting outpaced by Android operating system updates and Moga's ability to keep the drivers working. This is disappointing. So, obviously when I play this game on my NVIDIA Shield Pro, it's a much better experience because the controller compatibility is pretty consistent. Yeah, and I noticed this last night. I have no idea where that gamer badge icon came from. I know recently with the recent round of Android updates and the updates to Google Play Games, you can go in and create a basically like a gamer tag, so it doesn't show your real name all the time. And I set that on my Galaxy Note 5. I did not see that replicate to the S4. It still did a pop-up that showed my real name. Which is not desirable. There's no problem saying that for my YouTube gaming channel and for my writing, I write under a ghostwriter name.
Building the only trucks.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Best towing and best tour.
Completely ridiculous. Yeah, I'll definitely be flushing this game if this is the way advertisements work on here now, that it actually interrupts your gameplay. The way ads used to work on this is they used to just, like when you were leaving a race and entering a new race, sometimes it would just pop up like a Game Loft ad. Now that was not a video, it was just a static image. I get it, things might be getting tight for Game Loft. They do a lot of free-to-play games. I also, another problem I had when I did the test setup last night is I could not get the I could not get the on-screen steering wheel control configuration to come up properly. So when I have to play using touch controls, there's a control scheme variant that puts a little virtual steering wheel on the screen, and you just kind of roll the steering wheel with your thumb. And when I would select that last night, it would not present. So I'm using the left-right screen touch config. The problem being there's a typical problem of mine in racing games. I tend to vapor lock on oncoming traffic and sometimes run right into it, almost like I did there. It's also more difficult for me to see oncoming traffic right now. So usually what I do with my glasses and my nearsightedness is usually no, that's not what I... Yeah, that's cool when that's deliberate. Getting a little vertigo. Missed it. So yeah, that's one of the problems with this control scheme is, you know, everything's in very close proximity. Right, where you touch the screen to do the turn is really close to the nitrous, which is also really close to the brakes. But what I was saying, the other thing is usually when I play this game, I take my glasses off and have the screen like really close to my face. So it's usually not this far out. Yeah, I still placed in first, so I will take that. Now, okay, so guess I should take a look at upgrades, see if I can get anything there. Boost my top speed. Wow, so from the level 1 upgrade to level 2, it went from $400 to $4,500. Long live free to play. Acceleration and handling. Obviously what GameLoft is doing is they're incentivizing you to go, you know, buy ingots or coins or whatever. I have a really small space that the phone fits in before it, you know, is on the edge of the screen. And there's that suboptimal positioning on the camera. That's what, you know, why I really wanted to play with the Moga Pro, because then what I can do is I can sit it in a little stand, like I have right here. Right, well, I can't really see it because I can't get far enough away from the camera, but usually I would sit the phone in here and have it on camera and then back off from it, play with the Moga Pro, and not have to be sitting right on top of the camcorder. Trying to keep track of 3 different screens, whether or not I'm centered up on the camera. So yeah, what I was saying before in this setup is, you know, I'm looking at the phone. Then the display is also on the little camcorder onboard screen, and then I have the HDMI out from the camera going through the Elgato HD60 up onto one of my Asus MX279 displays. Oh, that's not going to be good. Okay. Usually that little patch over there, if you get over into that, there's rocks. They're just solid barriers to progress. Your car will run into them and explode. So again, I apologize about the cough this morning. Now, the problem with this track is there is a very specific route you've got to follow. If the pack is anywhere within reach of you, you've got to follow a very specific path to pull off a win in this race. It's very difficult to thread it. It's very difficult to be looking at the map while you're driving and make sure you hit the right route. Now, it's further complicated by the fact that... And I missed it. Oh, what is this thing? No. I got some kind of widget or something on the side. Come on. I need to get that up out of the way. What might be going on is I might be hitting this thing. That might be what's coming up as. Come on. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get back on this. I'm trying to find this route and watch the traffic. I just don't think I missed it. So as you can see, I've dropped from like 1st to 5th. At least I'm up in the 3rd, back in the 3rd, which will make for a podium. 2's within visual range. I should have taken left side. Missed that. Really need to hit that crossover jump. Oh, might be pulling something off here. Might be pulling something off. No, go. Wow. Nose to nose finish. Well, that was worth getting on the highlight reel. Yeah, I also apologize that down here in the computer lab, got that overhead light, which I know is throwing some glare right here. So for the next clip, I may go lights out. See if that helps a little. Yeah, no, I don't think that's that little widget that I'm using over there. I think that's definitely, Alright, so that was about, I don't know, what, 18 minutes of Asphalt 8 on the Samsung Galaxy S4, mainly as part of my experiment in hooking up video game capture and streaming for mobile devices. So we're going to switch over to, what is that, Traffic Writer? Let's see what that looks like. And that'll be coming up in the next episode. Thanks so much for joining in. I've been Agasicles Stamus. This is my gaming diary chronicling my life and times as a gamer on the 23rd of March of 2016, just after 6:30 in the morning.